Hello, everybody. Welcome to what is for me a Wednesday. I have trouble remembering. We are working from our Flavor Forks Over Knives cookbook. Today we are making this lovely French lentil ragout, which is sort of like a soup-ish stew that you get to serve over whatever you want. You could have it alone, over pasta, over rice. It's your call. And I've gotten started, as you'll be able to see here. So if I bring us over, I've got my pot going. And so essentially what I did first was get the onion and the garlic, and then all the root vegetables and lentils went in. So the potatoes, the celery, the carrots with some vegetable stock, and this lentils. And then what we did is we let that kind of simmer, so it went up to a boil, then brought the temperature down to low until those lentils could get soft, which they are. So we're ready for the last step here, which is to throw in our tomato. Now I'm making a double batch, hence the 2 cans. We have a full teaspoon of thyme because it's a double batch, a full teaspoon of salt, and a sprinkle of pepper. I want to grab a tablespoon. We're going to do 2 tablespoons of this red wine vinegar, so 1 per batch. And then what ends up being a 1/4 cup for 1 batch, or a 1/2 cup of fresh basil. So that goes in. Everything gets stirred around, and this is going to continue to cook for another 10 to 15 minutes. So in my case, 10, because this is going to stay warm for a while before we end up eating. So this tomato sauce is what's creating this stew-like texture to it. And I added, so it was 4 cups of broth, but I had added extra celery, extra carrot, and a little extra potato, as is sort of my custom. So I added 6 cups of broth instead of only 4, because I wanted the liquid to cover everything else. But that basil is going to give it this beautiful flavor. That red wine vinegar is going to add a little bit of that acidic to it, which you notice that in a lot of recipes, right? In some it's lemon juice. Here it's the red wine vinegar. Sometimes it's both. These potatoes are not peeled, so they were just washed, and then I can bring it closer for you. And then the skin is still on there. So that's kind of a nice thing about that. But here's the thing about this meal. I'm going to go ahead and cover this and let it do its thing for the next 10 minutes. Here's the thing about this meal. I was in the middle of my morning, so I went ahead and gathered all my ingredients, put them out, took 1 child to the bus stop, came back, threw the ingredients in the pot, let that get to a simmer, put it on low. I do have someone else in the house right now, so it wasn't like it was unattended. And let that simmer so that when I came back from the bus stop the second time, I'm adding this last layer. So basically, I didn't have to take time away from anything else in my day, and dinner's done. I'll throw pasta on, probably while I'm doing homework with the kids, and then dinner's ready to go. So that is the magic of a meal like this. What does it take? It takes a little bit of advanced planning. It takes a little bit of I got to peel that carrot. I got to chop a few things up. But the pleasure that you get from smelling that aroma, from having this sense of look, I'm putting this healthy meal on, from the beauty of seeing that thing. I mean, look how beautiful. Just gorgeous in that pot. That is a really satisfying experience. So you really up your happiness quotient as well. And when it comes down to how do you do it, Christina? See, I put all those little things into the corners of my day so that I really didn't have to worry about it. So that's how I do it. And I hope that you are able to enjoy something similar, and we will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.